feel like we're getting the hang of it. Hi, we're Jen, Elliot, and Ollie. In 2019, we left the United States and backpacked through 11 countries, all before deciding to come back home and try something completely new, pivoting into boat life. Our current adventure is America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile journey through small towns, big cities, and the wilderness from the eastern portion of the United States, through the Great Lakes and Canada, and down the Midwest rivers, all aboard our home on the water, Pivot. Make sure you subscribe as we share our journey through the highs, lows, and everything in between. This morning I took Ollie out for a quick little walk, and we just went to the trailhead that is the Empire State Trails and the Erie Canal Trails. I think they're kind of intertwined, but it runs right along our free wall dockage for the night.
Today we are continuing west along the Erie Canal. I'm not going to say where we're going because every other day on the Erie Canal we have not gone to where we plan to go because there's just so many cool stops. It's like, oh, let's just stop here in Little Falls. There's some cool Adirondack chairs and some cleats.
So we're just setting expectations from the get-go. That's what we're doing.
So it's going to be a great day. The weather's great and we'll see where we end up.
So this road here leads to the canal, which is like a road that cars travel on. It's a single car road, and then over there's the trail. And we have seen everyone from bikers to walkers, runners, roller skaters, a variety of people using this trail. So it is very well used. This morning I am getting us off the dock. It is nice and calm, so it's a great opportunity for me to build my confidence of leaving the dock and those like more tight boat handling skills.
Alright, you said stern line first? Or no, you said
Midship first, then bow line, then stern.
okay.
Jockey. Get on the boat.
Okay. Bow line off. Good job.
I'm flying like an eagle, I'm circling the sun. I wanna do so many things I have never done. Just show me where the path gives out, and that's where I'll run. I'll never be a passenger of what someone else decides.
That is Halfling. They are doing the loop on a 26-foot sea dory, which I love the boat. They gave us a boat tour of it in Staten Island, and it's so cool. I mean, it's got everything you need for the loop, which is a head, shower, a big enough sleeping area, a galley, and the cool thing about it is that it's trailerable. So you can do a section of the loop, pack up your boat on the trailer, and then come back the next season and do a section of the loop. So it's really nice for multi-year loops. Also, it can go like 20 or 30 knots, so that's Julie and TJ. So they just started the loop in very recently, only a couple months in.
Wild as the lavender, but hungry like a fire. If you ask me where I keep my roots, I'll point up to the sky. It all comes down to watch out for that tree. It's in my blood, it's what I'm needing. One more bound, raise it towards the ceiling.
This is lot 19.
I'd like to request an opening whenever you have a chance.
I got it now. Get the gates open. Just wait for the green signal.
Roger that. Thank you. I did do a really good job here on the Erie Canal with talking to the other tenders. So like if we went through a lock, that lock tender would ask, how far are you planning on going today? And then the next lock tender will ask the same thing, and they'll send your information and they'll tell the next lock that, hey, this boat's coming. So the tenders can do some preparations, because if it's like lock 17 that we did yesterday, one of the highest locks, that it was, I think, the highest lock that has the guillotine style opening, that's a lift bridge. But anyway, it was a huge lock. We were at the lock for over an hour, waiting, getting lifted, all that kind of stuff. So they're just trying to save time.
Be more efficient.
And be more efficient, because considering there's only, you know, it's only an 8-hour workday, so that's only, if they're opening it, you know, all the time, that's 8 openings for the whole day. And there's a lot of boats. There's no, you know, group boat traffic through the Erie. So yeah, anyway, I had to call this one, but it's all good. It was very nice.
This is so pretty.
Awesome.
Wow. Cool.
So far nobody has told us we have to turn off our engines, but we do, because we started doing it. We didn't do it at the beginning because it's nicer not sitting in this cavern with like diesel smoke and everything. And you also wear our life jackets, but you don't have to do that either, I don't think. So just what we've learned traveling the Erie Canal. It's not a bad thing to wear life jackets, but I just don't know if it's required.
So in this lock, we're attaching to the pole and not using the lines that come down. And so all you do is you wrap the line around the pole and then you kind of do an S. I've been just doing like a little like half circle around the cleat. I have a regular line basically tied up to the pole, to the handrail right here on both the starboard and the port side. So that way I can easily like unravel it and put it around. And that way we're ready. The bow cleat and the aft cleat both are free of any sort of lines or anything. So that way they're ready for the lines inside the locks if needed.
And the other thing, the reason why this works is we have a lot of fenders on this side of the boat and they're split. So we have some fenders that are going lengthwise and some fenders that are horizontal. And you can see the horizontal fenders are really what helps the boat not because the boat's going like the whole time you're at the wall, it's going like this, you know. So you want to have your fenders high and low because you don't want your teak or your rub rail to be hitting against a concrete wall. But that's really worked, and Jen's been doing a great job with the lines and fenders. First lock of the day, how'd it go?
Excellent. I feel like we're getting the hang of it.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, I really like locking.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and the canals are beautiful. So it's just been a real joy to go through this part of the Erie.
And the thing that makes the locking not terrible, when there's wind, I think it's a lot harder, as we've experienced. But like, there's very little complex forces on the boat.
Yeah, that's it. 20-somethings.
This is the restaurant Aquafina, and some people recommended on Navionics to come here, not because they have power and electricity, but they're charging $3 a foot, considering the most we've seen on the Erie is I think $1 a foot. I don't think we've seen more.
$2 a foot.
Okay, but most places, yeah, most places are $1 a foot. So I mean, and you have the free wall that supposedly has power just next to you, just up here, so you can take that for what it's worth. I have no clue about how the food is, but it was pretty popular. There's a lot of people there, so it's a good sign. So we are continuing forward, onward.
Where in the world are we going with all our dreams? Running scared, running free, full of light. Got no money,
still not feeling good today as I was yesterday. So I've been trying to nap and rest while Jen's taking the wheel. And it's helping. I think we need a day to just like stay at a lock or a wall and just like
Chill.
sleep in, don't move, go to bed early, like just catch up on some sleep. So that way I can kind of get back to fighting shape. And we're here at the next lock. This is lock 20. This is where we thought we would be yesterday. And it's 2 p.m. on the day after. So I'm gonna hail him and let's get through it. Lock 20, lock 20. This is westbound motor vessel pivot. Looks like he has to let the water out and then we can come in. Got the green. Let's do this.
Baby, you're too serious. You're growing up and you can't take it. You put yourself inside a box and realize that you can't shake it. You comfortable with your own life. You're born to death, but you can't let it go.
Thank you, sir.
Anytime, guys.
Have a good weekend and enjoy the 4th.
You too. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Heart it runs, but you don't follow. You hold on, you hold it.
Yeah, it is like a duck wave pool.
Hold on, you holding on, but when you can, you just let go into your hippie dance. Wait to find a crazy ride. You see the road, but you don't take it. You fight to lead a different life, but you won't change it. You hold on, you holding on to.
Between these next two bridges is Rome, New York, which I can't help thinking of Rome, Georgia, which is where my first mentor was from when I had my first job out of college as a software engineer. I heard from a couple of gold loopers that we were having sundowners with in Kingston. They said this is one of their favorite stops on the Erie. There was nothing special about it, just like encapsulated the small towns of the Erie. They had a lot of friendly people that they met here. So we're looking forward to this day. So there is a 50 amp plug and a regular like home outlet on here. So I'm just gonna walk the docks to see if there's 30 amp. I'm gonna use that one, although like the regular power outlet, but the breaker didn't really work. I said push to test, it didn't work. So it's not a good sign. So this power outlet, no bueno, it doesn't work. The one ahead of us does work. So we're gonna pull the boat forward. I'm gonna be inside, giving a pivot a little boost, just making sure we don't run into any bolts coming out of the wall. But it looks very promising. I mean, not your average docking, but Honestly, none of the Erie docking has been average. Like the locks have been normal, but all the docking has been like, oh, there's a bulliard all the way down here, and it's, you know, the entire length of our spring line. But it's all fine. Ready?
Let's go.
Alone in my apartment, I should have seen the warning sign. Money don't come easy, so most of us.
Alright, we just plugged into the 15 amp power with our 30 amp cord. Let's see if it runs the AC. Okay, we have power. That's good, that's good, that's good. Now let's go to shore power. Alright, so we have current coming through. AC on. Going the trip. I think we're in business. As you can tell, very sweaty. It's officially over 90 degrees today. Man, I think I need a rest. Yeah, I think I need a rest. Oh yeah, come on, let's go, all the way, come on.
Good girl. Oh, good job.
It's been an entire 24 hours since you saw us. Wearing the same clothes. We weren't feeling well. I wasn't feeling well, so we did nothing yesterday. Been working all day today, just kind of chilling in the AC and kind of just sleeping and trying to recover. But we're gonna show you guys what the Rome City waterfront docks are like.
While Elliot's been resting for the past like 24 hours, I haven't really gotten off the boat and like walked around this area yet. So this is my first time really getting off the boat, and I've just been working the past like 24 hours. So it's nice to get off and get a little view of what Rome is like.
Get it! Get it!
There she goes. Did you stick your head in there? What are you doing, you wet puppy? Right there, right there. Oh, 2. 3.
Oh wow. She hates bats. I don't get it. I really don't get it. She's really going for it, huh?
Get up.
Oh, you got it. Good girl. Good girl. You got the rock. Oh.
Did she get the flat one?
Rome, New York really does have a very special place in history because it was where the Erie Canal was started over 200 years ago, right here. And so this river that's dammed, this is the Mohawk River. It kind of just goes around it. And it was an engineering marvel back in the day, one of its kind. And now, of course, it's used mainly for pleasure traffic, like us and all the fellow loopers. Hi, little otter, how are you? I think otters are probably my favorite animal that we've seen on the loop. We've seen alligators, deer, shark, dolphin, bunch of birds, but there's something really innocent and cute about otters. We've also seen crocodiles. Well, I guess a crocodile. But we've seen a lot of wildlife on the trip so far. It's been cool.
Thank you for watching, and we hope you liked this video. And be sure to stay tuned for our adventures coming up. We are so excited for what's next on the Great Loop. See you in the next one.
Had to hail the bridge tender.
The flight of 5 is like a soccer punch though to the face of like...
yeah, Rome. Ollie, look.
Do you get grumpy?
She's like, no, I don't get
If I start pulling your whiskers, then you get grumpy.
Yeah, you get grumpy then.
I'm
But
gonna
you get
go
grumpy
whiskers.
because people are messing with you.
I'm gonna
You just
pull
want
the
to be left
whiskers.
alone.
I'm gonna get your whiskers.